little gift box tonight. So hello if you are coming and watching. Now, the really embarrassing thing is that I have sort of forgotten how I made it. So which is why I'm a tiny little bit late, because I thought to myself, I better run through my box and figure out how I did indeed make it. So I'm worried that I'm going to be, hello Megan, I'm actually worried that I'm going to stuff it up because I can't understand my instructions that I wrote down. These are my instructions that I wrote down. Really, really good, aren't they? So, and of course, I've made these earlier in the month, and it's going to be really fun trying to figure it out again. I just had a quick go then and thought, oh no, I've stuffed it up. But we will see how we're going. Why have I got, oh, hang on a minute, cancel. Hello, we go. Everyone's coming in. So hello. And of course, I haven't been around for the last couple of weeks because I have been super busy with Creative Carnival stuff. So hopefully we are all good to go again. Hey, Nicole. So just a couple of things before I totally embarrass myself and stuff up my box, because like I said, I'm struggling to actually remember what I did. But I just want to let you know, today is the last day of celebration. So if you are wanting anything, you can still get your orders in really quickly. You've got a couple of hours left. And of course, if you want to join my team, you've got a couple of hours left to do that as well. So it's all fun and games. Now, tomorrow, I have got a new class being released. It's using the Sweet Little Stockings bundle, which is, hang on 2 seconds, it's beside me, which is this set here. Now, I don't have pets, and I was like, I don't think I'll get that stamp set because I don't have pets. But the thing is that if you don't have pets, you may be making a Christmas card for someone who does have, like I've got some friends who have got, like Darlene, I don't know whether she's around on here tonight, she might be, but she's got hordes of cats, so I could give her a Christmas card with the cats on it. Or, another one of my team members, Sue, she's got a dog, so she's got her Bella. Bella Cara is her dog's name, so she might like to have a Christmas card with a dog on it. So just because I don't have pets doesn't mean I can't use this stamp set. So I did go ahead and I did get it, and I really do like it. So I've come up with my next class. And the other thing is, I've not used, here they are here quickly. So I've not used the dog faces in every one of them. I think there's 3 cards with and 3 cards without. But if you don't want the dog faces on there, just leave them off. You don't have to put them on. Hey, Kim. So anyway, so that's going to be released tomorrow, and there's only a week to sign up for that one. And I think that's pretty much it for the moment. Let's swing around, and I will try and remember how I made this box. Oh my goodness, I knew I should have tried it earlier in the day, not 5 minutes before I jump on, huh? Okay, let's swing around. I will compose myself. Right, here we go. I'm going to put my finger over the camera and swing us around. Let me just bring that in a little bit closer. Now, if you... Oh, did I accidentally do that already? Well, there we go. Oh, thank you. Yes, see, and colouring those stockings are really, really simple. Okay. Now, if you jumped on right at the very beginning, this is my design for my box, which is why you'll notice that I'm having trouble doing it. I did adapt it. The box that I adapted it from was actually a cube box. So, hi Joanna. So it was a cube. So all my pieces, all the edges, like the cube sides thingies, were all even. if you get what I mean. So it was a taller, but all the widths were the same all around. Now the box that I want to make is to suit one of the biscuits from here. And if you did my Painted Christmas class, you would have gotten one of these in the box. So I wanted to make a little box that would be tailor-made for this. Okay, this is definitely not to scale, by the way. So the way that I work them out is I start off with my measurements. So I needed a box that was going to be 1.5 centimeters deep. So that was going to be my width, my height around. And then I needed it, yay, Shari, they're yummy, aren't they? They're really tasty. And then I wanted it to be 9.5 centimeters. Sorry if you guys work in inches, but for this one I had to work centimeters. So I needed it to be 9.5 centimeters by 7 centimeters to fit into my little box nice and neatly. So the way I did my drawing, I wonder if I should start a new drawing. Where's my pad? I wonder if I should start a new drawing so that I can show you a little bit more. Because if you want to adapt a box, you sort of have to have a little bit of a rough idea. So I knew that my height of my box needed to be 1.5 centimeters. And I also knew that it needed to be 7.5 and 9.5. Okay, I hope you guys can see what I'm writing down, and I'm messy tonight too. So, and I should draw it to scale, but there's no way it'll fit. So I needed a 1.5, and that needed to go that one needs to be even all the way through. Okay, this is definitely not going to be to scale. So then I need a tab here. Okay, and here's my box. I'll show you. This one didn't work out because I cut a flap off accidentally, but this is my box. So it does have the 2 little flaps that go here. So I need then to have a flap here and a flap here. Okay, and then I need to have one that goes up like that. Okay, and then I need to have another length and flaps that go along there for the bottom, because it's got the bottom enclosures as well. Okay, and then I needed to have the opposite of that, so that's the top lid, and then I needed to have the base, which needed to have the little flap enclosure. Right, and then because I accidentally cut the back off of that one, it actually needed to have a little one across the back here as well. So ignore that. Okay, so that's the basic design of the box template. Okay, so I know that this has got to be, this height here is 1.5. This one here. This one here is 9.5, I think. And this one is, so I've got 9.5 goes that way and 7.5 goes that way. I'm probably confusing you, but anyway, when I add them all up, so I've got 7.5 here, 9.5, 7.5, and 9.5. Look, I'm doing halves and then I'm doing dots. Okay, anyway, so when I work out from here to here, it came to 34 centimeters. And I said to my husband, oh man, I haven't got any 12 by 12 paper. It doesn't matter because it's not going to fit on there anyway. So I was having a, you know, oh, I won't be able to make them. And he said, do it in 2 pieces. And I was like, ah, yes. So through here is where I split and cut 2 pieces. But to join them, I need another tab. So I can join them 2 together and have one long box here. So does that make sense? I'm hoping it does. In my head it works. Getting it out of my head and onto paper, as you can see, was pretty tricky. So, but I did end up making it work. And then I was like, oh, the way I cut it was wrong, and I needed two pieces of A4 cardstock for each one, and I'm like, that can't be right. So I ended up making it, you only need 1 sheet of cardstock. So if you want to play along with me, grab your cardstock, and I hope that I won't stuff it up. So we need to have one piece. They've got to be 18 centimeters because when you add them all up, anyway, just go out and buy these. You can buy them from the supermarket and then just make this box for them, because they are so yummy that you can give them away if you need to for work colleagues or teachers for the end of the year or anything like that, just as a nice little gift at the end. So we need one piece that is 11.5 centimeters. All right. I should actually get another piece of cardstock out just in case I stuff up, huh? So 11.5 centimeters by 18. Okay. So that is going to be one side of the box, which is in my picture, it is the left-hand side of the box, and then the right-hand side of the box needs to be a little bit wider because I've got that extra tab on it. Okay. Is that right? No. Anyway, I've worked it out. I have, I promise. This was the piece that was stuffing me up a little bit. My first one worked really well. But anyway, so then I need 18 centimeters by 13. Are you still with me? I haven't seen any comments, so I'm hoping that you're still with me. Okay, I hope I haven't confused you all. Okay, so the first piece, I'm going to have to, you know what? These are actually made in Italy. They are so yummy. I can't even explain what they are, but anyway, they're really, really good. Okay, so my first scoring is going to be the little tab on the side that closes my box. Right, I'm going to do it the right way. Right, so 1.5 centimeters, and then I need to do it at 8.5 centimeters. Okay, so we've got one score line here and one score line there. Now I am seriously going to embarrass myself, I can just tell. I need to do 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters. So that gives me my little flaps. And then I need to go across to 4.5 centimeters. So that gives me my width, my depth of my box. And then I go to 7.5 centimeters, but I only want to score to this line here because that's my lid, or my base actually. This is the bottom of the box. So just come to that score line there and just score across there. Oh gosh, I hope I'm right. Yeah. My scissors. Okay. So I'm thinking that I'm just going to cut these. If you actually, should I cut them? Yeah, I'm just going to cut them by hand. So we want to cut out, because this part here is our little tab, and it is only skinny because of the height of the box. It isn't very high. Normally when you do the cube boxes, that's like 2 inches high, you get that tab. So it's only a really little tab. And then we just want to miter those a little bit just to make it a little bit neater. Okay, so that's our closure. That's where we're going to put our adhesive. Oh man, I can't pick things up. Okay, we don't need this piece. I'm going to cut out pieces. I might have to see, my son found a really good drawing program for his uni, and I said to him that would be really good for drawing up templates. So I might get him to actually show me so that I can draw up a template for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to, so this is my lid. This is my height. And actually, do I need that? I don't actually think I need that piece. I think that's where I've been getting myself messed up in my head. Let's just, I don't want to cut it off just in case, but I'm pretty sure I don't actually need that. Because my picture isn't to scale, it's mucking me up. I'm pretty sure I don't actually need that bit. Don't cut it off, just leave it at the moment. I like making boxes when they're already made, like dimensions are made for me. When I have to try and think for myself, and especially when I have to split it into two, it drives me really. Okay, so let's fold these, and so that we can just get an idea that I'm on the right track. Okay, and that one, and I'm almost nearly 100% sure that I perhaps don't need that piece. May not need that one. I'm just going to put a line on that with my pencil because I may not need it. All right, so there's one half of my box. Now we want to recreate that. So I am going to, it's the same width, so I'm just pretty much going to repeat what I did for the first part. So my tab, I've got myself a 1.5 centimeter tab, and then again at 8.5 centimeters. Okay, so same as what we did here. My tab, and this is be my base or my lid. I can't remember which I'm upside down. I think one of them I have to flip. Okay, now because this one has got a little bit more in it, because I've got to put the lid and a little bit more on it. So we want to come at 3 centimeters. Okay, hello Rose. I'm embarrassing myself. So 3 centimeters, that's our flaps. Okay, then we want to come across to 4.5 centimeters. So far we're doing exactly the same as what we did for the other half. Okay, so that's the width of my box. Now we want to come across to 7.5, which is still exactly the same as what we did before. And again, I only want to come to, whoa, don't use the cutter. Holy cow. So I only want to come to that part there. Oh, yes, I am, Rose. You have no idea. I made this box and then I forgot what I was doing. Okay, so that's my lid. That's my flap. That's my lid. Now I need a lip, a closure lip on my lid. So that's why I come across to 11.5, and that one can go all the way across. Oh my gosh, I know, thank goodness for that. Hey Megan, I was like, no. So now I've got umpteen dozen score lines and a whole stack of things. So we're going to just bring that in for a guideline, and I'm just going to cut out the same type of things. I'm just going to use my scissors, but if you want it neater, just use your cutter. But just for this, I'm going to just use my scissors. It's not going to be neat, and I'm not going to use the box, so that's okay. So again, we just want to keep that piece for our tab. So I'm cutting all of that away so I do not get confused. Okay, and then we'll miter those little bits again. And I'm pretty sure that I have to turn this piece over. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we're going to cut away this big piece here to that score line, to the 3 centimeter one. Okay, so we've got that type of shape, which is very similar to what we've got. These are the flaps, so I'm just going to cut them and just miter them as well. Oh, it's gaming night at my house. Do you know what? I keep thinking it's Friday, but it's not. It's Thursday, isn't it? So I am going to be doing these on Thursday nights, and the reason why is because I don't do a workout on a Thursday. It's rest day, and that way I'm not tired. Okay, and then this one is my top closure. Okay, alrighty. So that is going to go like that. Holy cow, I think I did it. I'm still not sure about that piece. I think I need it. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's fold it up and let's see what we get, hey? Holy dooly. But you know what? Once you get in the flow of it, I think I only messed up one. Once you get in the flow of the cutting and the scoring and getting the pieces all together, they actually came together pretty well. So I'm going to use my, that's my lid. I'm going to use my seal, and I'm just going to put some, get that rolling. I'm going to put some adhesive on that side there. You can use your liquid glue or anything like that, but that's basically got to go nicely buttered up there, so that way if you had one long piece, it is indeed 34 centimeters. So at least I know that my mud map was correct, right? So that's how, if you've got a box that you want to make that's longer than a 12 by 12, just split it in half, add a little joiner tab, and away you go. So let's just pretend that I am, oh good, I do need those. See, just as well, I did not cut them off. Okay, I think we're going to be good. So the next bit is to complete our whole, whoops, the only thing that is wrong about, Jiminy, it's super strong. It tears my paper. Do you know what? It's okay because I'm not going to keep this box anyway. I have no need for it. And then the easiest way to do that, I find, is just to fold that over and close my box. And it's starting to look like a box. Look at that. Hang on a minute. I don't need that piece. See, I didn't need it after all. I can't make up my mind, can I? But that's okay, because we can just cut that off and we will be all good. See, very messy. Okay, and then that will close and that will close. I fold my flaps in first, it might be better. Okay, and there we have our box. So I've got all the flaps closed and that one closed, and then I'm just going to put some adhesive around the outside. Don't muck up on me. So I will definitely get a template drawn up for this, I think, somehow. And then we just close that. Ta-da! Look at that! Ta-da! And in it fits our little biscuit. Ta-da! So I didn't need that one on the left hand side. So I did make another template. This is my rushed one beforehand. So you don't need, that's my bottom one, so you don't need this one here, so we can snip that off because that is where your box opens. So if you want to take a screenshot or anything of that, because that's how it goes, that's how your template will go. So if anyone wants a screenshot of the shape, just as long as you've got one going up and one coming down, that's a little bit, this one's got a little bit more wider and all that type of thing in it. So it is super cute. It's a lovely little treat box. And then all I did is decorate it up. So do you guys want to see what I did to decorate it? I used, shall I keep going or not keep going? Have I exhausted you all? I cheat when I do, I quite cheat when I do the belly bands, and I'm sorry if they were quite tight as well, because I think I measured, so 7 and 7 is 14, plus 1.5 is, what's that, 15.5, 16, 17. I think I did a 19 centimetre band. Pretty sure that math was right, wasn't it? Maybe I'll do 20 centimetres just in case. And then I think I did 5 centimetres. And then to put my belly band on, because each box, you know, can be quite different, I generally cheat and I start off on the back and I get my grid paper and I try and make it square, and then I grab my bone folder and I just mark that, and then I fold that first one, and then I go around and around and around. So you can't sort of mass produce that one, but it does give a nice firm band. And then all you have to do is put a little bit of adhesive. Hi, Heather. So you just put a little bit of adhesive. And did I leave my biscuit in there? And you pop that around. So it is a nice tight band, which is good. Now to decorate, I have used the Christmas to Remember, which I really love. I love the sentiments in this one. They're just so nice. And I think I did the Friends Like You Make This Season Special, because I think it's just a beautiful, Merry Christmas, yeah, this one. I just think that it is such a nice sentiment that you can give to like work colleagues, or I keep putting things away and then I keep needing them again. Work colleagues, if you need to give stuff out for work, if you want to do teachers' gifts, these little boxes are really cute. You know, you can just do them up and give them out. So, Friends Like You Make This Season Special. Or even if you are having people over for a little bit of Christmas dinner or pre-Christmas dinner, or, you know, if you have little celebrations earlier, you could make these and just put them on their, you know, on their plates before they have their meals. I think it would be really nice. Okay, so for this one, I am going to keep going. You know what? I'm not seeing the comments, which is really annoying. And I've been trying to keep an eye out as well. So now using layering circles, and oh, look how messy these are. I can't remember which size I used. I think that one, and then one that fits, not that one. How messy is this? That one and that one. I need something to keep all of them together a little bit more. I might be able to cut these both out at the same time. That would be really handy. Maybe if I trim that down. So I have been been getting into my little bit of box making lately, trying to come up with some different things. Because as you know, as you probably have been discovering, that when you get one of my class by nails, you get a little goodie with it. Okay. But just remember, when you're making or adapting your own, it's handy if you can have like just perhaps one that, a template that you can have a look at and go, right, well, this is my height, this needs to be, you know, start off with that section there when you're doing your template design, and just sort of measure it. You know, I don't even bother trying to get them happy anymore. Oops, that might be a bit big, but anyway. Oh, it's a mess behind me. And then it's just, you can go all out. What I was going to do with the little boxes was stamp a whole heap of foliage and put leaves and stuff behind them, but because orders had been taking such a long time, I really just wanted to get all your kits out in the mail for you. So what am I looking for? Dimensional. I'm running out. So I'll just grab some. And then we just pop that on there. And if I did a whole heap of foliage, then I wouldn't have been able to, I mean, you can't see a lot of the designer series paper anyway, but it's still really pretty. So little belly band. Okay, so hopefully that made a bit of sense to you when it comes time to make your own. I actually don't know how I managed to figure it out, to tell you the truth. But I think it's easier if you can just find one that's like, for example, here we go. Let's say I want to make a box for my block. So I would start off going, right, well, I want it to be 2.5 centimeters. So I would start off with, and it won't be to scale either, I'll start off doing my middle line and I'll say, right, well, that needs to be 2.5 centimeters. I need a tab. That's not a very good tab. So I'll add 1.5 centimeters for it, because that's just a nice width for a tab. I need it to be 11 centimeters in length. So one of these needs to come out this way to be 11 centimeters. So, you know, you can start to try and visualize things in your head. And anyway, so that's how I end up doing it, by 4.5 centimeters. So it did take me a little while, but I did get my head wrapped around it, and it did work out. Even if you have to pull one template apart to get it out, if you know what I mean. So I don't know how I managed to, yeah, I did manage to figure that out. So 9.5. So here you would just, you know, you would have your flaps here again still. This one here would need to be 11 centimeters this way. So anyway, I'm probably confusing everybody. Hey, I'm gonna stop. I just thought I might be able to help you design your own box, but I think you have to think about it in your head for a little bit, and when you can visualize it in your head, then you can start to draw it down on paper. So that's me. I'm going to attempt to come up with a template for you, though, for this. So if you'd like to recreate these little boxes, again, these are the biscuits, and I just got them in the Coles supermarket. There's a whole range of different biscuits that they have available. So it's got hazelnuts in it and chocolate. It's very smooth. It's very yummy. So, and so, yep, just in just where your normal biscuits are as well. So just look out for them. These are on closer to the top shelving. So, but if you grab these, then you can make this box. And exactly, once you've done it a few times, it becomes easy. But, you know, trying to do it on the fly and explain how I did it, you know, I will be able to come up with it. I just can't think of that at the moment. The biscuits, they're yummy, aren't they? They are really good. So, and I put a couple of gemstones on there too. So that's it. Okay, I think I'm going to go because I probably confused everybody. Like I said, I will find out what program my son uses and I will come up with a template, and then I can blog this hopefully on the weekend maybe, and that way you'll be able to recreate it yourself if you want. Okay, look out for my new class tomorrow. So we will see you later. Thank you. Thanks very much. Happy colours, smiles. Is that your I can't work out craft happy color smile. Is that your name on YouTube? That's cool. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't confuse you. Bye bye.